Welcome to Pagoda Podcast, where we explore ideas, strategies, and insights to help businesses grow and scale. Today we're diving into a really interesting scenario for our deep dive.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Right. Like, imagine two businesses in the exact same industry. Company A has, say, $5 million in revenue, and Company B makes just $2 million. But then when it comes time to actually sell, Company B goes for double the price of Company A. So today, we're unpacking a brief on maximizing business value through strategic cash flow management to, understand exactly how that happens.
Well, it really comes down to this fundamental misunderstanding of what a buyer is actually purchasing. I mean, every seasoned owner listening probably knows that cash flow is the ultimate metric, but there's this massive psychological trap.
Oh, for sure. We all fall into it.
Yeah, we tend to use top-line revenue to sort of keep score socially.
Yeah.
But when it comes to mergers and acquisitions, buyers just aren't buying your revenue. They're buying how effectively you turn daily activity into actual tangible financial results.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because obsessing over top-line revenue with weak margins is, it's basically like having a shiny sports car with a failing engine.
That is the perfect way to look at it.
Right. It looks amazing on the outside, but buyers are absolutely going to look under the hood.
They always look under the hood.
Yeah.
And they prioritize profitability and cash generation over sheer revenue every single time. They want to see that operational health. So they're looking closely at your EBITDA.
Right. So that's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization.
Spot on. So if your business generates, say, $1 million in EBITDA and the industry standard valuation multiple is 5x, well, your business is roughly valued at $5 million.
Okay, yeah, that makes total sense.
But if you just chase top-line revenue by, say, offering massive discounts, your engine is working so much harder, but your EBITDA actually shrinks. And then that 5x multiple violently works against you.
Wait, so that multiplier effect is really the key here. Because if a buyer applies a 5x multiple to your profit, that just completely changes the math on everything you do day to day.
Oh, it changes everything. And what's fascinating here is you really don't need these massive overhauls. Let's look at just reducing unnecessary expenses.
Okay, like what kind of expenses?
Say you find a redundant software subscription, right? And you save $10,000 a year. You didn't just save 10 grand.
Because of the multiplier.
Exactly. Because of that 5x multiple, that single cancellation just added $50,000 to the ultimate sale price of your company. It's really about small improvements compounding. You review expenses, accelerate collections, maybe reevaluate your pricing strategies.
Listen, let me push back for a second here. If you're a busy owner, overhauling your entire financial structure sounds, frankly, overwhelming. Where do you even begin? Especially if you aren't planning to sell for another 5 years.
Yeah, that's a very fair question. But the core takeaway is you just cannot wait until you are ready to sell. There's this concept called the working capital peg. When a buyer acquires you, they expect a certain amount of cash left in the checking account to keep things running smoothly. If your collections are sloppy, you need a huge cash buffer just to make payroll.
Which I imagine the buyer demands you leave behind.
Exactly. That comes straight out of your pocket at closing. Strengthening your cash flow today immediately fortifies the business and significantly boosts your future valuation. Small tweaks across these areas create a massive financial impact.
So what does this all mean in practice? How do you actually spot those small opportunities without, just drowning in spreadsheets?
Well, that requires deep visibility into your numbers. And that's exactly where the Black Pagoda approach comes into play.
Okay, yeah, tell me more about that.
Instead of a human trying to cross-reference thousands of invoices at 2 in the morning, they leverage AI-powered insights, technology, and strategic guidance to analyze your financial performance.
Wow, so the technology just finds those hidden opportunities for value creation for you.
Right. It grants you the visibility needed to track key metrics. It analyzes patterns at scale, like flagging which clients are quietly paying late and draining your working capital. It proves your stability to buyers.
That is incredibly powerful. It all comes back to having a healthy engine under the hood. So for everyone listening, before you start your day tomorrow, look at your own daily operations.
Absolutely.
Ask yourself, what is one small inefficiency you could fix tomorrow that a future buyer would immediately notice? It could literally multiply your company's future value.
It really could.
Thank you for listening to Pagoda Podcast. To learn more about how Black Pagoda helps businesses grow, scale, and sell, visit www.blackpagoda.com. We look forward to bringing you more insights in our next episode.